EA Sports coverage of the National Football League finds us a dozen miles east of the National Mall at the home of the Commanders here in Landover, Maryland. Three games decided, three more to come this wild card weekend. And off we go on this fine Sunday. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Look wide, get this one complete, and he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. The former Ohio State Buckeye. Here's J.K. Dobbins. And this will wind up a Vikings 1st down. Good running. Gets him to about the 44.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Throwing here on 1st and 10 is McCarthy. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
And he'll get this down to the 40. That's a nice run. And it's also 1st down.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's Dobbins. And a good run there. Gonna get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. This one taken in by Chenault. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. On the ground, here's Dobbins. And he will score. J.K. Dobbins. Touchdown, Vikings. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's 1st possession.
And, Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off, following the touchdown on the other end. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Now a run with the rookie out of Oregon, and he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's a 2nd and 6.
19 line. Shut up.
Throwing is Daniels. A throw left side, caught by Sinnott. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
And that'll be a pickup of 3. Second and 7.
Here we go.
The motion man here is McLaurin.
Go.
On 2nd down, it's Daniels. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
3rd and a yard. 3rd and a yard. It's Daniels. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. That is going to be pulled in. He's got it. Danny Gray. Touchdown, Washington. So they take the shot downfield, and it is caught in the end zone for a touchdown. What a big play that is, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike. And the key to a play like this is when the ball travels this far in the air, they teach you, don't look back, look up, because that's where the ball will be. And in this case, he was able to secure it and come away with a big touchdown.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. In motion, it's Jefferson. A run with Dobbins. And he finds some daylight. Up past the 35-yard line. A pickup of 7. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. He'll get this out to the left flat. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a 1st down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Now it's Dobbins, and he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. Throwing on second down is McCarthy. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
Well, sometimes as a play caller, it's pretty easy. Get the ball into the hands of your best players. In this case, a wide receiver screen. Get it to him quick, get some blockers out in front, let him do the rest after the catch, and he picks up the first down.
On first down, here's McCarthy. They'll try to set up the screen here. Good hustle by the defense. They beat the offensive lineman to the blocks there. No gain on that screen pass.
It's a really good job defensively. The key is you don't want your defensive lineman to overcommit to rushing the passer, and you don't want your linebackers in secondary dropping too deep defending the pass. In this case, all 3 levels played disciplined, good football with good vision. That's why they're able to stop him for no gain.
He'll give it to Dobbins. And he will take this down close to a first down. Pickup of 9. They've got him a yard short of the sticks. So after 1 here on Super Wild Card Weekend, pair of 7s on the scoreboard. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. They'll let the fullback try to push the punt. He's going to have a Vikings first down. That'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches.
You know, Mike, in some ways, I liken fullbacks to kind of the modern-day tight end. They're the ones that are willing to do a little of the dirty work on most plays. So every once in a while, it is so good to see them rewarded and have a chance to be the guy who delivers and converts on 3rd down.
Let's go.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Working from the shotgun, he'll hand this one off. He'll be stopped after a short gain to about the 30. Dominique Hampton there to bring him down. They face 2nd down and 7. Play action now. It's McCarthy. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
To the air on 3rd down is McCarthy. They'll look to set up the screen here. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line, and it's 4th down. Carlson's kick is good. And the Vikings will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. We'll start the drive with Miller. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Now Daniels. That's a short one caught by Sinnott. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Here's second and 2. To throw is Daniels. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long.
Here we go, sack.
From the shotgun on third down, Daniels. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short, and now it's fourth down.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike. How well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Track at 60. Go.
They'll indeed go. It's Daniels. And it's going to be a Commander's first down. They get it easily. It was 4th and 1, and the pickup was 5.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
And he did not want to go down. Good running. Manages to gain 5. Gray brought in motion. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8. Throwing now, Daniels. Now a screen set up for Miller. And the Commanders are going to be looking at a first and goal. They move it down to the 4.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
So here's a chance to take the lead going into the locker room. It's 1st and goal. Here's Miller. He'll get maybe a yard down to the 4-yard line. Inside the 5, it is 2nd and goal.
Mustang 19. Panther 11. Panther 11. Ready.
Working out of the gun, it's Daniels.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Sack. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Ready.
3rd and goal. It's Daniels. And he'll take it on in. Perry, McFlurry. Touchdown, Commanders. On for the PAT is Aubrey. He's got it. And the Commanders are on top. It's 14-10. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
Ready up.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. This pass, right side, going to be caught by Addison.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
McCarthy to the air on 2nd down. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Damone Clark. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Those simple routes over the middle, Mike. Well, to the quarterback, they're not always so simple. I'll tell you why. There's a lot of bodies in the middle of the field. There's a lot of traffic. Those windows are hard to navigate the ball through safely. So what happens? Well, you saw it there. It's a prime area for throws to be intercepted.
On 1st and 10, it's Miller. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. Daniels to throw on 2nd down. He'll try to hit him with a screen. And the Commanders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal now. Tackle made at the 9.
Sudden change. So you find yourself defensively a little bit on your heels. Your offense just turned the ball over, and now you've got to go out and make a stand. Well, so far this offense has moved the ball pretty quickly, but can they dig in and at least force a field goal?
The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. Ball resting on the 9. 1st down and goal. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. This one caught at the 4. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got...
Powering forward. He's in. Touchdown, Washington.
You hear coaches, you hear commentators, everybody talks about that middle 4, Mike, the final 2 minutes of the 2nd quarter and the first 2 minutes of the 3rd quarter. Here they are now. They go down and they steal a late touchdown to end the half. Remember, they're going to get the ball first coming out of the break.
The extra point by Aubrey is good. And the Commanders are out to a 21-10 lead. Very little time remaining in this first half as this kick is away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
Let's go now. Let's go.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. And the offense will elect to burn a timeout. 5 seconds remaining in this 2nd quarter. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick 1st down. From the gun, here's McCarthy. Into the familiar hands of Justin Jefferson. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. On now, Daniel Carlson to try the field goal. And this is a long one. Officially 64-yard field goal attempt. That is not going to do it. Tried to bite off a lot with that one. It's no good. So it is halftime here in the NFC Wild Card matchup, as we'll head down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, 2nd half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Who survives? Whose season continues on to next week? One half to decide it. Time for the third quarter of the NFC wildcard game. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. They'll get it going on the ground with Miller. Oh, terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a first down.
So as we take a look at the box score, Mike, you realize here they got the lead. We're in the second half, but they don't have a lot of rush yards. It's because they use the passing game to score points and establish the lead. Now, how we judge their run game is from here to the end of the game. Can they pile up yards now in the second half and close this game out?
That one knocked away and incomplete. Ben Sinnott was the intended receiver. And that will lead to a second down.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
It's too early at this point, Mike, to really start thinking about the clock. You definitely don't want to go into a shell. But now this is the point in the game where having a good ground game really starts to take over. You throw to get the lead, but man, once you get it, that ground game, that's what finishes the game off.
First and 10.
Here we go, 70 range, 70 range. 19 Lion.
Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. Over the middle, he's got McLaurin. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
He'll run straight ahead with Miller. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the first half. And he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day.
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's first and 10.
Ready, go.
They'll stay on the ground with Miller. And the Commanders are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A huge advantage to red zone offense is the ability to run the ball. In this case, I thought he was going to score. Takes it all the way down inside the 2. Sets up first and goal.
2 yards from 6 points. It is first down and goal.
Ready. Warrior 70. Trap 60, trap 60.
They'll run with Miller. And this one ruined quickly. Take them back to the 5-yard line.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Come. Here we go. Set. 18 Rabbit. 18 Rabbit. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Set go.
Throwing on second down. Daniels. And he's in. Ben Sinnott. Touchdown, Commanders.
You can just see the comfort, Mike, that this offense continues to play with. The early momentum in the first half has carried here after the break, and you can see this group just slowly starting to pull away.
And I'm thinking, Greg, about the guys on the other side. You're waiting at halftime, that other offense waiting to get back on the field. What happens? They come right out, extend the lead, and now the task gets a lot tougher for this second half. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. On play action, here's McCarthy. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
The whole idea of the play action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion. All right, so there's really three areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel in. Number one, the traditional handoffs. Number two, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
The backfield empty here for 3rd and 2.
Let's go now. Track 60.
3rd and 2, and here's McCarthy. His first catch of the wild card game, and good for a first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. Second and a yard.
Let's go.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks. So don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. That'll be intercepted. Picked off by Christian Fulton. And the Commanders are going to get the football at their own 23.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10.
Set.
Gray brought in motion. He's trying to get around the corner, but he can't. He's going to be run down behind the line. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
Here we go. Here we go.
Miller gets it out of the pistol. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down. Daniels now going to look to throw. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Here's Gibson to return. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. His drive will start on the ground. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. That's to the left side, he's got Ferguson. Here's 1st and 10. A quick toss into the hands of Addison. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
The quick passing game in the NFL, Mike, is so dependent on yards after the catch. You got to generate space with the scheme, and then it's up to the receiver to do the rest. In this case, nice job defensively, because this guy couldn't even get back to the original line of scrimmage.
And that is knocked away, incomplete. Nice play defensively on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Third and long.
Here we go, set.
To the air once more is McCarthy. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And these are the types of plays they envisioned when they invested a 1st-round pick on this defensive back just a few months ago. I mean, he's entered the league, Mike, with a reputation for having almost offensive wide receiver type ball skills. And those ball skills were certainly on full display that time.
Go!
The motion man here is McLaurin. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
A run up the middle with Miller. And that will get him back on schedule. Good pickup of 7, sets up 3rd and 3.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the 1st down, but that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage, and in a lot of situations, it'll get you the 1st down, just not here.
Let's go now. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. 19 tight, 19 tight. Check go.
3rd and short, and it's Daniels. And it looks like he's going to have the 1st down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs.
This is a great example of where just having situational awareness is so critical in the huddle. When every one of those receivers, Mike, breaks the huddle and go line up, they've got to know where that first down marker is. If your route calls, get by it, secure the catch, and bring up a fresh set of downs.
And he'll bring this inside the 30, a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Once again, it's Miller. He's taken down just shy of the 10.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it, you know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
Still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. On the handoff, this is Miller. Not much happening there, just a short gain. On 2nd down, it's Daniels. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
On 3rd down, they'll throw with Daniels. That's going to be caught by Gray. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker.
This is a really popular concept on 3rd down. It's good versus man. It's good versus zone. They call it mesh routes or drag routes. They want to create some traffic in the middle of the field and pop the receiver out the backside of the defense. But give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. They rallied to the ball and keeps them short from picking up the first down.
Back out is Brandon Aubrey. He had the field goal a moment ago, and now he'll send this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. On 1st down, here's McCarthy. That'll be complete to Dobbins. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
We tend to make NFL offense very complicated, Mike, but sometimes it's as simple as this. Get the ball into the hands of your playmakers and just let them do the rest.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Now McCarthy. That's caught by Jefferson on the right side. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
McCarthy now to throw on 1st and 10. He's going to air this one out. And he covers some ground on the return as well. Out of bounds, past the 40-yard line.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
Ready up. 70 range. 70 range. Here we go. Set. Ready.
Daniels now on 1st down. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Go.
They run out of the gun with Miller. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. Nice job there defensively to keep him in front of the marker. It's going to bring up 4th down.
We see teams more and more throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, really for 2 reasons. 1, they're confident that they can pick up the 1st down with yards after the catch. 2, teams' willingness to go for it on 4th down is at an all-time high.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. Throwing here on 1st and 10 is McCarthy. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. Open man, that's Gibson. And he's got it to the 35-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just...
Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. And he's going to be taken down, but it's a quick change situation. He has set his offense up with 1st and goal.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Throwing is Daniels. That's a short one caught by Sinnott. And they'll get this down to the 3, but no further. It'll be 2nd and goal.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
Here we go, here we go. Take go.
Daniels going to keep it on the zone read. And he's going to go backwards, taken down at the 6.
The decision whether to keep the ball or to hand it to the back happens so fast. In this case, the quarterback thinks it was a keep read. The defense was there ready to stop him. Tackle for loss.
Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal. It's Daniels. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. On for the field goal now, it's Brandon Aubrey. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Commanders add on to their lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This taken at the 5. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. On the ground, here's Dobbins. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. From the gun, here's McCarthy. Looking for Jefferson deep downfield. He's got it! And he is short of the goal line, but they are in business at the 1-yard line. And we'll get whistles and a timeout, so they will stop the clock. Closing seconds, game decided, but timeout anyway. So the big play gets him down close, and now it's 1st and goal. Go with their fullback trying to get it. And he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him backwards. From back at the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. They do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
The offense staying put. They will go for 2. Here we go. One final play. And that final throw here is intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. So the late score gets them a bit closer to respectability. They'll try to get even closer with an onside kick. Just 1 second, all that remains in the football game as the kick is away.
This is tough. You're trying to give your guys a chance and time it just right, but you have to hit it hard enough. This time, it doesn't go 10 yards. Not going to work out.
On the ready.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
Come on, set.
Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. Over the middle, he's got McLaurin. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. So it's a win here for the Commanders. They are moving on in these playoffs. They win here.